Your favorite things last year, because the cookie press from Wolfgang Puck sold out so quickly last year. I wanted to bring it back. You haven't seen it in an entire year. You are getting, look at this, 15 piece of your cookie press set. And you're getting all the decorating tips. But here's where it really gets interesting, okay? The fact that you're not only getting all of your classic decorating tips, look down here. These are your Russian tips that make your roses, that make your rosettes in a little squeeze of that trigger, because no more pastry bag necessary. Even your icing goes right in here. Comes in this gorgeous case. I gotta tell you, $24.95, what a perfect gift. 5 flex payments available, less than $5 to get this home. And so excited to have joining me, Marian Getz, who of course always works with Wolfgang, is an accomplished chef and author. I don't even know how many cookbooks over 30, there it is. But when it comes to this, it's so simple, it's so easy. Anybody can be a great decorator cookie maker.
And I am so proud of Wolfgang for wanting to add this to his collection. Why? Because pastry tips, like what I'm using, Alice, have not changed in over 100 years. And so when Wolfgang saw that the Russians had figured out a way to make a better design, he says, I'm all about that. We have to figure out a way to make this work in our line. But I love that he didn't make them by themselves. He added it to the existing cookie press. So now you have something that can make you look amazing as a decorator, where when you make these creations, people are gonna look at them, whip out their phones, take a picture, and that's how you know you did something really great. But you saw with one press, and so here's the different technology. A pastry tip, for as long as I've been decorating, has always been pointed the way this one is.
Right,
and that's
you always
great.
use this little bag.
And it's fantastic, it really is. But what happened was somebody that was smart said, what if we made it flat on top, and then we could use a laser to cut and make a design. And if I clear off the frosting, you can see, just with one squeeze, that is gonna make you the cutest little rose. I'll show you, it's with one squeeze. So now you don't have to go to school, you don't have to study, you don't have to practice. You just take your frosting and you push it down on the top of the cake, pull up, and boom. See what I mean? No talent required. You get all of the credit. People are gonna go nuts and say, oh my gosh, how did you do that? Isn't that our favorite thing when people ask that?
And you put, and what did you do? You put the yellow for...
Just mix the colors. Typically a flower, if you look at it, has the kind of a yellow center.
Okay.
And so we just put the yellow in the center. You don't have to overthink it. You just put it in the tube, add the gun, press the trigger, and boom. But this did start its life as a cookie press, which is fantastic. I grew up making spritz cookies with my mom. I know so many of us did. But it's really fun. Oh, see, that's the other rosette tip that I'll show you in just a second.
Oh, look how pretty
and
that's gonna be on your cupcakes.
Right on. It's so sweet, all the different things that you can do.
All the things that you can do, and oh, by the way, you can make cookies with this. What a great gift. This is great for kids. This is great for teenagers. This is great for grown-ups. This is great for grandmas. This is great for everyone, because we all love our cookies. But let's face it, you know, trying to get a beautiful cookie is not easy. And what you pay in the stores, that should be kind of illegal, right? Like $4 for a cookie now in the stores. When you can make these beautiful designs with just a little pull of the trigger, and by the way, it's so simple, the trigger almost pulls itself.
And here's the thing, Alice, we want to make homemade treats. We want all the credit for our kids, for our grandkids, but my gosh, we don't want it to take all day. We don't want it to be too messy. But look, you saw in a few seconds, I made the whole more than a dozen cookies. I love that it's a one and done. They're the delicious spritz sugar cookie. The recipes come in the manual with it. But if you can just, in seconds, make tray after tray of cookies, think of how fast you're gonna get the job done. You want all the fun, you want all the credit, and if you have one like this that didn't come out just perfectly, you just pick it off like this and you can put it back in the gun. And then with these, you wanna do these on an ungreased sheet, so it's even easier. I just love this way of doing it. These are those sweet little Christmas trees. Maybe I'll turn it this way so you can see it. But look how quick, it's less than a second for a cookie.
And by the way, this is the lowest price that we have ever brought you on this. Lowest price, and not only that, only time that you're gonna see it is right here, right now, at $24.95. That is a host pick price that you're looking at. It is so incredible to be able to not only get your cookie press, but then to get all of your pastry tips and the 2 Russian tips. Those are the big ones you see down here at the bottom. These are the ones that are gonna do
Brand new technology.
Beautiful roses and rosettes. Now we have black available, we have red available. I'm actually gonna pick this up so you can see. the whole thing comes in this case.
Oh, it does, look,
So
and it
it
comes like
stores just like this in your cabinet. And look, even gift box. Do not wrap that because it's Wolfgang Puck.
And you know,
I mean,
right?
you know, how fabulous.
If you go look on your program guide of your favorite thing that you watch on TV, you will see dozens of shows that are just about baking. It is so hot right now.
I'm obsessed with the Halloween.
Right? So,
oh my gosh. You know what? You can do those in black and orange and all kinds of fun things.
But you know or love someone that has been inspired by all those shows that are on TV. And to give this as a gift, how thoughtful. You might have a budding Wolfgang Puck and not know it. And maybe just getting them this little tool will be enough to inspire them on their journey.
Because it's so much more, this is the fun part.
Wolfgang says it all the time. He says, if I had started when I was little, the way kids are today, from being inspired by what they see on TV, where would we all be? He marvels at it. He loves being a judge on the shows that are about with kids that are doing the cooking. So if you know or love someone, this is that perfect gift. Get it now, tuck it away for later. I'm so pleased that you asked for this, Alice, for your host pick.
Every one of Adriana's friends got this set last year. You know what they didn't get? That price, that host pick price.
Wow.
$24.95 because we only offered it during one of the regular shows. This is a host pick price. This is a special price. This is the set you want though. Those decorating tips are amazing. And by the way, we do have one of the 30 cookbooks that Marion has done, and she's going to give you some great inspiration and ideas. So if you want to pick this up, we do have this available as well. How do I clean it?
Oh, in the dishwasher.
So just pop it in the dishwasher.
Once the gun goes all the way down, it's sort of like a cooking gun in this. Or actually, I didn't show you this tip. Actually, maybe I'll show you on this one.
Okay.
If you didn't want to ratchet it down, because some things are kind of smooth, like if you're writing with a bag, here's the coolest thing. I love that Wolfgang added this. If you just depress this guy right here, now you're in control of this plunger. And so it goes much more smoothly instead of the trigger action that happens right down here. So if you're writing, you would just press this down, do the writing like that. But I love all the details they added. So here I've got it with the little star attachment tip, the old-fashioned tip. And how cute is this? If you've got picky kids, we love ants on a log. Look, see, it's just one squeeze. I'm just turning it in little tiny circles. But aren't these the cutest little ants on a log? Do this with your kids or grandkids. I know for us, our grandkids will eat stuff that they would never eat as long as they get to help do it.
Well, you know, that's the fun part. It's the bonding. It's the memories that you make when you're in the kitchen with the kids, with your friends, with your family. These are the moments. But you want to make it memorable. This is the way you're going to make it unforgettable. Look at the cakes. Look, ants on a log look so cute like that. It looks like almost like a little ribbon design. You're going to get how many pastry tips do we get? 8
of the cookie tips, 7 of the pastry tips, including 2 of the Russian tips. One that makes that beautiful rose that's actually right here. So they use the same coupler attachments. It's just a wider one that comes with it. And if I clean off the frosting, you can see that beautiful design that it's going to make for you. One squeeze. If you can squeeze a tube with toothpaste, you can make a perfect rose on top of a cake without any kind of practice. And watch.
Can you imagine your 8-year-old granddaughter or grandson being able to do this and watch them create something? I mean, that's the fun part.
See? And so
get them off the phone if you know what I'm saying.
I know, right? So with that die, see how it just pulls that perfect flower? It's just boom, one and done. And then if you go right behind it and add the leaves, that's when it pops. Let me grab that leaf one. But it's so sweet, and the leaf tip comes with it. And of course, you can put those on a pastry bag. If your gun is already loaded with the frosting for a flower, add this to a little parchment cone or a little disposable bag, whatever you want. But see, really quickly, you get to make something sweet. All the messy stuff goes in the dishwasher when you're done.
How much would that be in a bakery? All right, how much would that cake be in a bakery? And you look at it and everybody would walk in and want to take a picture of it. You're going to be able to do this. Your kids are going to be able to do this. Your grandkids are going to be able to do this. And it's $24.95. Let me show you one more time everything you get, because it is incredible, all right? You're not just getting the cookie press, all right? In addition, you're going to get all of your regular tips. So you're getting right there 5 of your regular cookie tips. So you can do trees and all kinds of fun little shapes there. But on top of that, look at the 2 specialty ones right there. That's what's going to make all the difference. Price Russian tips. Just price
yes,
them.
please do.
Just price them and then come back, because
just because
you will not
find
want to
Russian
miss
tips,
this.
there are so many scams out there where they're selling you tips that don't do anything or they're really badly made. Not Wolfgang, we've sourced them all. We found all the good ones and given them to you here. And the rose one is always going to be the star of the show. That one's included for you. I know you're going to love it. It is so fun, and it's not just for sweet, it's also for the savory. You have to try this, Alice. That is a cheese straw that we piped with a star tip. Crunchy, like a cheesy cracker, a little bit spicy. But you can do so many fun things with very little cleanup.
Beautiful. Oh my God, that's so good. Might take this with me to my next one, okay? Listen, stay in the ordering process for this. You're gonna love this entire set, but grab a couple for gifts. You won't see this price. This is a host pick price, so that price does expire today. Red and black available. And here is that recipe book, because